Stop being so stubborn, my mom yelled at me all the time. My answer? How come I have to be the one to change? Aren't you being just as stubborn as me? She also said all the time, the apple doesn't fall very far from the tree. I hated that. I didn't think I was anything like her. She died on my 42nd birthday with me holding her hand. And it's horrible to say, but I have to admit that I don't think I would be where I am in my life today if she had lived, with her voice still in my ear. You see, at 44, she was diagnosed with the autoimmune illness, fibromyalgia, and I saw her accept her fate, the debilitating fatigue and the full body muscle and joint pain. She needed to arrange her life around her illness. And I got angry at her. I hated seeing how she would just lie down and let her illness steamroll over her. I didn't get it. Where was her stubbornness now when she needed it most? 4 years after she died, my inner light began to dim. It started with fatigue and then numb, tingling hands. And the day after Christmas in 2016, I woke to full body numbness and tingling. It was terrifying, and I only got worse. Fast forward to November 2017, and I attended my first and only support group meeting for people with fibromyalgia. You freaking kidding me, universe? Do I now have to deal with the same illness I hated seeing my mom have? Had I won or lost the genetic lottery? I went to that meeting looking for solutions and some hope. All I found was coping strategies. And when they started to discuss how different types of lettuce can change pain, my heart broke and I wanted to cry out. Is this what I have in store for me for the rest of my life? Thankfully, our spirits can be strong when our bodies cannot. And that stubborn little girl was still inside of me. And she said, no, this is not how I will live the rest of my life. I became defiant. I stood up for myself, for my body, for my health, for my life, for my income, a career I loved. I used the gift of my stubbornness inherited from my mom to find the solutions that I needed. And 18 months later, I had kicked fibromyalgia in the face and then booted it out of my life. I sometimes wonder how my mom would have dealt with it if she'd lived. Seeing me now sharing her illness, having something in common finally. She would have really appreciated all the apologies for having judged her so harshly, and she could have mothered me sharing her coping strategies. Instead, she got to cheer from above, cheer on her stubborn little girl, watching me do battle, trying to find anything and everything I could do to take my health back. I am so grateful that my stubbornness, no, my inner power, refused to accept something that I could change, my health, and what I know now, what I lived. As long as we are alive, we have the potential to change ourselves and therefore our circumstances. But you might just need to get a little stubborn to do it.